This is the intro to the shit show. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. This is a hit show. Show me a tit show. Please, someone fuck the host. It's weed on beat. It's hookers and blow. It's art. It's smart. You need to know the SDR show. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi. Howdy. It is the SDR show, Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll show. I am Ralph Sutton. Across from me, I would say, is that right? I don't believe that at all.
It's so wrong.
You said it with such authority.
I know.
And I know that you are sometimes surprisingly well read.
Surely.
That perhaps I've been saying it wrong my whole life.
No, I just like to make you second guess, but it's fun to say across. It's
Good.
fun to dumb it down a
Good
little
job.
bit. Sure.
Good job. It is now, I would say you are officially the go-to guy for my co-host.
And I love being that go-to guy.
It is Gino Bisconti. Thank
Hey,
you so much for
everybody.
coming in.
Hey, good to be
And
here.
for the fans listening and watching live right now at GasStationNetwork.com or thesdrshow.com/live, you're also going to be with me next week because we did Ryan Radke from Falling in Reverse /
Yes.
Escape the Fate. We pre-taped it at Webster Hall, the brand new Webster Hall. We'll get into that.
Fun dude.
I'm going to introduce our guest at the top of the show, and then I'm going to get through a few things, and then we're going to talk about all things his band as well. Okay? So this is the way this happened. I get an email from, maybe like Instagram, maybe not email,
Sure.
from a fan that knows my love of the band Him, right? Which I've been a big advocate for. I think I was
Capital
saying.
H, lowercase I, capital M.
Capital H, period, I, period,
Oh,
M.
excuse me.
Her
Thank you.
Infernal Majesty. His Infernal Majesty.
His Infernal
Majesty. And they disbanded a couple years ago, but I've always had an affinity to that band. Why? I did their first interview in the United States ever, and I was at their last show in New York, and I would say at one point, sort of friendly with the singer, kind of, rock stars, how long,
Right.
when are you really friends with them, And someone who listens to the show, I'll give a shout out, Felix DeCat.
Hell yeah, Felix.
Felix DeCat.
I don't know if that's, I think that's his mother's maiden.
I think it's
Oh,
it.
sure,
No,
sure.
he's from a long line of DeCat.
Sure.
Said if you like him, you should check out this band called 616.
Yeah.
And I go check them out. I was like, holy shit, it's like a true carrying of the torch.
Right.
Not like a carbon copy, which would be not cool,
But the next iteration,
the iteration
if you
of the vibe, the inspiration of a band. Just
Right.
like you could say the same of a Greta Van Fleet did with Led Zeppelin. Like, all right, obviously love the band. Let's take that and bring it to 2020. I felt that way watching the two songs that were up at the time.
Sure.
And I don't even remember how I got Matt's email. So it's Matthew from 616, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in. And I don't even remember how it happened, but somehow someone got your email. That video blew up all over the world as well. Like it was got in Finland and all over Europe. But because of that dude, I reached out to him. One thing leads to another, and he comes into the studio. And Matthew's sitting here, and one of our producers here, Dylan, right over, where he's here somewhere, one of the guys, he's on Real Ass Podcast, comes up to me and looks at him and goes, is very like under his breath, is that the dude from Ben Margera's band?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that's him. And he starts like, I would say, sweating,
Fanboying sweat.
fanboy
Flop,
sweating,
sweat, fanboy.
flop, sweat, faggoty fanboying.
Yeah, I forgot the faggoty.
And I was like, dude, just go in and tell him.
Right.
He's like, no. He's like, you don't understand. I've been watching what was Viva La Bam my whole life, and I've been following this band. I was gonna get his logo tattooed on my arm. I'm like, just go fucking tell him that. So did Dylan talk to you?
Yeah, he did talk to me. He told me about how he wanted to get like the Villa heart,
Right.
and the wrist and all that stuff, and
Get very close to the mic. Get extremely-
okay. Yeah, like he opened up to me big time about like how CKY and Bam and him changed his life, and it did the same thing for me. So I feel the same way he does.
Do you think you guys are gonna date after this?
Maybe I might fucking French kiss him. I don't care.
He's
He's a
Bring
cute
it on,
son of a
man.
bitch. I'm
He's
not
a
going to lie.
fucking guy.
Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you a couple things, then we'll get into 616. First of all, if you're watching live, the live chat at GasDigitalNetwork.com. 573 gas line is our phone number, though in all honesty, we seldom check the phone lines. I don't know why. Do you have phone lines at
Yeah, we have people call in,
you
but
check-
we have the monitor in front of us, so I'll see something pop
Yeah,
up.
we
and I'll
don't.
know
We
something.
should. You know what? Maybe that would make sense if it was always on the screen.
Yeah.
maybe we would care more. But I don't.
But don't they wave a phone if someone calls?
I don't never think to go. Well, so
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
here. I'm in
Right.
this.
You're very in
I
the
don't want
moment.
to worry about what's going on there. I'm
Yeah.
here. Okay. But we are a month and change away from Skankfest in Texas.
I'll be there.
We were going to do Hottest Girl, Biggest Shit.
Right.
Right. But It's just not working out, right? Basically, the girls that want to do it are not going to Skankfest. I think some are using it to try and get free tickets.
Sure.
So we got to come with another dumb show. I don't know, Shannon. You're not going to do anything, right? We're not going to let you fuck some guy or something out there.
I am not going to do that. I'm open to helping, but I'm not going to have sex or blow anybody or
Such a
poop.
fucking
I might
prude.
still go though.
Such
I'm
a
probably
prude.
still gonna go.
Shannon is such a fucking prude.
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on now,
Jesus
Shannon.
Christ.
Sorry.
What if you're not going to suck a dick for the show? Is Frank got to do it?
Yeah.
God damn it! All right.
I sucked one to get there. You can't follow up.
Frank, would you do it?
No, but I'm sure I can muster up a poop if you really need it or something.
What about a French kiss, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I think Matthew wants to French kiss everyone in the studio. So it seems like.
Just making the rounds.
All right, so speaking of which, Shannon, just really quickly, let's get this one out of the way. Shannon gets a cavalcade of cock
Yes.
sent to her.
That's alliteration for those of you.
It sounds like three C's. It's really two words. Cavalcade is whatever.
Okay.
Only in my DMs, though.
Only in her DMs. But one of them, you have the impressive one there?
No.
Right.
Which one do you have here? We just want to rate the two dicks. Which one we like better?
Yeah, or on a scale of 1 to 10.
Let's see the sticks, Gino. Let's see. Matthew, see, that's
That's
to me.
terrible.
That
I
is-
would never send that.
Ew.
That's amazing.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so gross.
First of all, it looks like someone put like a severed penis into a vagina. It looks like a vagina.
That looks like the dick they found on the side. Lorena Bobbitt, when they found it by the side of the
Yeah.
road, it was
Yeah.
lying in a
I
shrub.
was talking about Lorena Bobbitt earlier.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And also, his legs are shaped weird.
There's so much hair.
It's the angle.
It looks like a chick's dick.
It looks like it. It looks
Yeah.
like that's what it looks like. If a girl got an operation, that's what I imagine it
Yeah.
looks like.
I
Yeah,
will say
110.
this: it looks like you ever heard he's a shower, not a grower. Unless that's a half. That looks like if he sent a picture of it erect at a better angle, that could be. But that's a
But
disaster.
the thing is that this person felt this is going to win Shannon over.
Really?
That's fascinating. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving that a 2.
Shannon, are you dead serious?
What? Am I dead serious?
Like, did someone?
That you got that?
Yeah,
Someone
and
said-
I
That's
have
so
additional
gross.
information.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So, here's the thing. It's in my side DMs.
Oh yeah,
'cause it's
not someone you follow.
And in order for me to have downloaded all the stuff, I would have to accept it, and I don't want to. But
Okay.
this is actually part of a video where he jerks off,
Oh my!
and then there's straight up porn with him fucking a chick.
all
and-
sent to you.
Yes, all in the same. No words. Just actually, there were words. They're not.
Did they show his face? I hope not.
No. Just private parts.
Okay, so question is, when's the date? Hello.
Hello.
All right, let's see the next one, please.
Hold on. This
Yeah, I think we're
is-
done with that one.
This is the other one.
All right, that's nice.
That's not bad.
that
Although,
one's nice.
although he shouldn't have had his hand in the picture. That's
Yeah.
an ugly hand.
But yeah, the hand
That is an ugly hand.
You're right.
I don't
So-
even know if that hand matches up with that dick. That might be a guy
somebody
hey,
next
hold
door.
my dick steady. And the guy took it with 2 fingers. He's like, hold my dick steady while I take this.
I need to hold the picture with 2 hands.
Can you hold my dick?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, it's a
hey,
hor-
Grandpa, hold my dick, pudgy hand.
It's also a horrible heart tattoo.
No, they penciled that in, Ralph. Ralph.
God, I'm so stupid. I also scroll up. What's he watching on TV? Can we see that?
I'm guess
Oh, no.
making a murderer.
Yeah, his hand is deformed. It looked like he
That
got,
is the ugly. Like,
maybe he was stung by a wasp.
here's the thing, and I'm not saying I'm Ansel Adams here before your time, kiddo. But I mean, if I take a dick pic, there's times I look at it and be like, I can't send that.
Yeah, I've
you
never
know,
done it. I've
I
never
would be
sent
like,
one.
yeah, whose hand is that on my dick?
I like his fucking shitty drawing on
Yeah,
it.
that-
But yeah, that's a
Shannon
piece of
wasn't in-
actually that should be printed as a piece of art. I swear to
yeah,
God, it should
that's like
be
a
a piece of
Lithgow
art.
or a
Yeah.
Funny
Lithgow,
that-
not
yeah.
Lithgow. That's
No,
not the guy's name.
lithograph.
Isn't that an actor?
Yeah, I'm terrible.
A Lithgow.
You're young, kid. Don't listen to a thing I say. I'm stupid.
I would say though, on dick alone,
Sure.
On
6?
dick alone.
Oh yeah, and the vein is nice.
Yeah, and the head is pretty clean.
The helmet, he's really that's like he. I think that's his. That's
Do you
his
think he
heart.
purposely lined up the tip of his cock to the bottom of the TV, or that was
Oh,
just coincidence?
I don't know, but use your brain. Use your brain. Don't have it lying on a patch of untrimmed pubes, and don't have it fucking on. Like that guy looks like he has an allergy to hand soap. I mean, are you out of your mind with that?
All right. So thank you, Shannon, for sharing.
Another one. Another
What we should-
one.
what we should
How
do-
would you know about having having a dick worn out like that with hand soap
just
if you
know
never
some
did
stuff.
it?
I've been around.
Yeah, the email
I've
was.
seen some things.
The email was. The DM was from @GinoB.
Gino. It's from not Gino Visconti.
This is not Gino.
anyone but Gino Visconti.
Do you know what we should do, Shannon? Also, I have no problem with this in the future.
Right.
Let's put up their Instagram handles. They're sending you dick pics.
Okay.
Let's put up their Instagram handles.
Oh, that would be so good.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Going forward, I have
You
no
have to
problem
do
with
it. Keep them. Yeah.
Unsolicited
Save
dick
that
pics.
shit.
We put them up on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
What are they going to do about
Right.
it?
What are you going to do?
My
How
guess
dare
is
you-
gonna be,
How dare you
yeah,
share my
yeah,
unsolicited dick?
right.
I think it's a Puffy Hands McPerver and Roadkill Penis.
Right.
Is that no? Those aren't the people. No,
Roadkill Penis.
Isn't that what it looked like? Yeah.
At chick with a
this
dick?
isn't my dick, and he just throws. Oh, thank God it landed on a crotch of hair.
Okay, so then my one story this week in dating, and then we'll get into the world of 616.
Of course.
So as you we're both in our 50s and single.
Sure.
Right? And so you're young and good looking, Matthew, and you can sing and you're talented. At your age,
Thank you.
you don't need to do trickery and magic
Yeah.
to talk.
Sleight of
women.
hand.
Yeah, so it's like, don't worry about this big fat body. We're going to Aruba.
You don't need to have a puffy hand by your dick when you send it to Shannon. Did I say that or think that? Anyway, back to you.
So I try and like do little stupid things to get women to, I know, food, or I take them to a nice place, whatever the fuck. But usually girls that fall for that, we're not talking about cream of the crop of intelligence, right? Fair enough to say I follow, which we've talked about on the show intently, the hashtags New York and NYC, because girls that come to New York for the first time, they hashtag New York, and then I will DM them, I'm a great tour guide, like a fucking sleazebag.
Yes.
And it works. Okay, it unfortunately...
I can show you the
works.
city, the
It works.
sites, the alleys where no one can hear you scream.
yeah, all
Come
those
with
things.
me.
I have all of those places mapped
Yes,
out.
mapped out.
Yeah, and it works more than it should. And I have a bevy of tricks to talk girls into going on dates with this fat, unattractive monster that I am, right? So I met this girl, very pretty, modelly looking. Shannon will say, I have a type, Shannon. They all look
exactly
the same. Tall, thin, model type, right? 5'10" blonde from Georgia. We meet for coffee. It's
Why
always-
from Georgia?
She's from Georgia, not Georgia the country, Georgia like Atlanta, Georgia. Right?
I would rather-
Although that's more my thing is the Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, I thought you meant Georgia.
Yeah,
the
fair enough. But
broken home Georgia.
and one of my dumb lines that makes women feel comfortable is, let's just go meet for a quick cup of coffee. We both can pretend we have somewhere to be in 20 minutes just to see if we like each other, right?
Dude, I would meet you for coffee right now.
You want it to go. You're ready to go.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So we go meet for coffee. Coffee's fine. And that girl's pretty. We go out for dinner. We come back to my place. I would say at this point, it's going pretty well.
Lock it up.
Very happy. Go back to my apartment. I have tricks to get girls in my house. What do I have? The VR helmet, where girls love to play the game and get scared. And
It's not the only helmet, am I right?
right?
Talking about his dick.
Penis helmet. Everybody.
Huh?
Oh. Then I have the drink machine. I don't know if you've shared this. It's called DrinkWorks. It's like Keurig, but for alcohol.
Right.
So it makes old fashions. It makes Cosmos.
Are they good?
They're good. They're good if you're not someone like, oh, it's only going to be bullet bourbon for me.
Yeah.
You're not going to like it.
It sounds
But-
like a really old person's
yeah,
drink.
whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
it sounds
they do have
terrible.
like Moscow mules.
Your
and shit like that.
grandfather's man cave.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
In my day. So, but also, by the way, the drink thing makes girls like, oh, I want to try that one now, and let me try that one.
Sure.
So-
Oh yeah, and before you know it, they're five.
and then they don't remember what happened after drinking
Exactly.
before.
And then they're getting the old CS helmet.
Hello.
I don't know what that is. Ralph Sutton RS. Never mind.
I thought it was cock.
Do you know what a dry helmet is?
No.
Oh, well.
I mean, I can imagine
one
what
time
it is.
I was sitting in my kitchen. My dad and his friend were talking about a dry helmet. It's when you fuck a girl up the ass without lube.
Oh,
Get
sexy.
the old dry helmet.
The old dry helmet. We on SDR once we did a challenge with
Dude,
girls.
he's gonna hate me for that one.
No, I think that's great. The old dry helmet.
We did a challenge once on SDR where whoever could shove a dildo the furthest up their ass.
We called that altar boys.
You had that. You actually you guys did that.
Yeah,
Like,
on
actually-
SDR. And the thing was that if in the event of a tie, the girl that didn't use lube, tie went to that girl.
the tie.
Went to that girl.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. So we go back to my place, and now
I thought the tie went to the comer.
she's
It's a baseball ref. Tie goes to the right. You get it, right, huh? Even Shannon
wrong
gets
guy.
it.
Wrong guy.
Tie goes to the comer. Tie goes to the.
I-
All right,
I
I'm
think-
going to stop talking
Thank you.
now.
Thank
Now's
you.
a good time to shut the fuck up.
So now we're on my couch. We're both a little drunk from the stupid drink game, the drink machine. She's a little exhilarated from the dumb video game.
Right.
We're on my couch. We start fooling around a little bit. And she's pretty. Everything's going well. Somehow
Is she
we
cute?
get. She's very pretty. A very pretty girl.
It's his type.
We get on the topic of, she brings it up while we're making out, something about horoscopes and about how all Capricorns, almost all famous singers are Capricorns. That was her statement. And I try to back out of it. I don't want to get into a discussion. I'm like, well, I have a stupid line. There's only two types of people that believe in horoscopes. It's women and men trying to fuck women that believe in horoscopes. That's it, right? So true.
Dude, so true. Why is my girlfriend? Never mind.
What?
He's gonna shit on them. So
It's like bail out.
then I try to share that, whatever. Everyone has different viewpoints. Forget about it. She starts digging her heels in, and she says, "Well, they're teaching astrology in colleges now." And I was like, "But are they? Are they really?"
University of Phoenix, Staten Island Online.
University.
Yeah.
And then she says, "Well, look, I'm telling you for sure." She starts naming Capricorns that are famous singers. Elvis, and I forget, she named like Elvis one I remembered, but she rattled off like 3 or 4.
Who gives a fuck? What the fuck?
She was so
you
into
are?
this. Exactly. But then I say, all right, listen, now I'm like annoyed. I guarantee you, I name 4 or 5 random singers right now that are famous. Maybe one of them will be a Capricorn. No way more than 1 or 2 of the 5.
right.
She goes, you'll see. All right, I go out of nowhere. Cyndi Lauper, I ask Alexa birthday, was like June, right? 50 Cent, somewhere else, and Taylor Swift, not a Capricorn, all 3.
Right.
And her response was, well, I fucking hate those singers. Like, so now it's singers that you like? Is that what we're talking about?
This isn't about getting laid anymore, is it?
Right. So then
It's about winning.
I said one more. I said John Lennon.
Never heard of him.
And again, it wasn't a Capricorn, right? And again, she goes, look, you don't understand. She's drunk at this point.
yeah.
She goes, look,
Obviously, she was making out with you.
obviously. And she says, look, watch, Alexa, when is Elvis's birthday? I was like, you said that one already. You know the answer. And now I just say, I'm thinking about how often I get shit on for my dating habits on this show. And we had just been fooling around. Her top is off. Not her tits are not out, but her shirt.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I don't see this going well going forward.
Did you tell her you've had too much GBH to have a good argument? You're not going to be able to win an argument on it.
So I said, let me just get you an Uber and send you home. And she's like, but we're just debating a topic. I'm like, yeah, but are we? Like, you seem angry. And I just feel like, I know me.
Right.
We're not getting past this. So I'm just going to put you in Uber and go home. And we've not spoken since.
What?
How do you feel about that?
Seems like you were
An adult?
uber gay. No. You got to try and ride that one into the ground. Take that any way you'd like. You can't.
I don't know. You like.
What do you think? You're young and good looking.
I would have just acquiesced.
Like my girlfriend. Her name's Laura. She's from.
Does she make you say it that way?
Nicely.
No, I do it like that.
Okay.
I do it like that because I'm a sweetheart. But
He's an angel.
like she's really into like all like the gemstones, like
Of course she is.
and all the stuff, like in all the stars and like thinking everything's aligned shit. And I'm just like, whatever you want to.
Right, but so, by the way,
it's cool that like you want to believe in something, but also at the same time, I'm like.
maybe it's not real.
Maybe.
So let me say, this was the line I got out of it in the beginning. It's usually how I get out of that scenario. I say, look, I don't know everything. No one's going to know. Maybe astrology is 100% real, but to put all your eggs in that basket is strange because we don't know.
Right.
So for you to say that's definitely that is weird to me. It could be anything, but you're saying, no, it's this. And that's what I have a problem with. That's when she brought up the Capricorns are all famous singers are Capricorns thing.
Why couldn't you just say...
Why couldn't she say like all famous singers are
In some sort of astrology sign.
Yeah,
One of
something
12.
Like that. Right.
See, you're smart enough you should have thought of some singers born in December and tried to prove her right.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been smart.
Or she could have been cool and fucking been like, since you even sing shitty in the car, she could have been like, oh yeah, since you were born.
Yeah, maybe I'd also like, maybe she was trying to compliment me.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. I'll be
Are you
be
Capricorn?
her.
Yeah, I'm Capricorn.
Oh, there it is.
I'll be her. You be her. I'll be you. And you say they're all born in December.
They're all born in December.
No way. Hey Alexa, give me a list of famous singers born in December.
And it'll be Elvis, and that's it.
And whoever they say, you're like, I'll be damned. Those are all the famous
You know
singers.
what, though? So here's the
You're
thing, Gino.
stupid, Ralph.
Jay got into my skull.
The guy with the dick on the roadkill could have fucking thought of that.
Jay got into my skull. That's what it is.
Really?
He shits on me all the time.
Right.
Because, I dated a flat earther. We all know this.
Did you really?
I put up with it for way too long.
You dated a flat earther? How the fuck did you do that?
He's 11 and he knows the earth is round.
I'm 11, man.
11, my bad. I always get that wrong.
How did you?
So after that, I will put up with a lot to get laid. But I'm trying to turn a leaf, Gino.
I can't just believe.
Speaking of flat Earth, Gas's new band, with Linda from Him is called Flat
Oh, it's called
Earth.
Gas from the band Him, right?
Yeah.
Gas. What's his last name?
Gas Lipstick.
Gas Lipstick. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's-
and Linda. Yeah,
And it's
the
called Flat
guitarist.
Earth?
Yeah, it's called Flat
How
Earth.
cool is my ex-girlfriend's the singer? Maybe, who knows?
Maybe.
There you go.
All right, so that's it. I just wanted to get that story
You're
out.
stupid. That's all you have to say.
Just so you know,
I would have done that. Hey, Alexa, name all the famous singers born in December, and I would have acted like that was all. That's all of them. Oh
So,
my God, honey.
here's the
How'd
thing.
you do that?
prior to Jay's stupid
What's
fucking...
that penis? Ask Alexa. What?
We just did a whole bonfire where
Right.
they're shitting on my dating habits.
Yeah,
and
they
it's-
should be.
It's getting into my skull.
Although you should, but you could flip them and be like, look, there's plenty more where that came from. The universe provides. I
Yeah.
didn't need that one.
But did you ever just want to just maybe just settle down and be
mean,
like, I'm
well,
just going to be...
If
you
it
know,
happens, it
like,
happens. But at
really?
this point,
Really?
the
Is your
reality...
twin
Oh,
brother
yeah,
married?
No.
what do you want?
I just want
man?
Shannon. She's not interested in me.
Yeah, she's not.
I tried for years.
You haven't sent her enough of those dick pics she likes so much.
She didn't like any of mine.
Did she get them all?
Oh, Shannon,
Are those all
one
of them?
last thing. Before we get into
Both of them.
Shannon, and you can say no to this.
Okay.
Can I tell what's happening next week on your show?
Yes.
So Shannon has a show on the network called The Thing Is,
Never
right?
heard of it.
Have you
It's very
done it,
good
Gino? I'm
show.
sure
Yeah,
you've
I
done
have.
it.
I love that show.
So next week, her, how do you refer to him?
My ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend is coming on.
Oh, snap.
Let me put this together.
How the
so,
fuck do you do that?
I do that.
So he's bringing her on the show, and I said I want to come in and ask him some questions.
Sure.
And I made a list of questions.
Are you
How-
going to read them now?
Can I read them here?
Yeah, but you're going to reveal it.
But okay, maybe I'll ask one question
Okay.
here. One of the 10 here
Okay.
to get an idea.
By the way, how ex of a boyfriend is this?
I mean, it's really complicated. Like, we dated 10 years ago, but we have, like, not, like, it's
What-
never really completely ended. Like,
They've
we've
been on and off since I
they've
know
been
her.
fucking.
So what's the history? Like, seriously, 10 years?
10 years.
10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, but they've been on and off for 10 years.
Yeah.
Mostly on and off. If you know what
Yeah.
calling her a skank.
He's
So-
actually the last guy that I had sex with.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking whore.
He's not bragging about that anywhere.
Shannon has said on the
love
SDR
Shannon.
show that she has zero asshole hair. Can you confirm this to be true?
That's great. I'm going to need to know now.
Well, we're going to have to wait till Shannon's show.
That is the perfect
9
tease.
other questions are coming. Shannon, I'm not going to ask any more of the on, but that's when is that episode going to come out? The first in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, so look for that episode where I have questions that Shannon's like, I don't think you should ask that. I'm like, well, I'm giving them both the option to veto one question.
Right.
But I'm the boss here. I will fucking cancel the show.
Right.
Right.
Or can they veto Corleone one question where they
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
fucking kick someone in the head because they don't like the question?
That's more likely what
How
will
do you?
happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is he gonna
It's my
do, man?
ex-boyfriend.
The timing on that was exquisite, Shannon. That
We'll
was
see what
perfect.
happens. We'll
It
see.
punched me in the back of the head. It was so funny.
Okay, so now that I've got all that out of the way,
Right.
we're going back to the land of 616.
Right.
Okay, let's start with.
If he even wants to talk to you, because he's probably disgusted with the way
probably-
you handled that
He just-
story. But
he's too into the flat Earth. Let's start with, because obviously a true love of the band Him,
Yeah,
right?
110%.
How did that come about? Was it through Bam, or was it that you were a fan and that's how you met Bam? Like, how did that happen?
I was like in 5th grade, and my friend showed me the CKY videos,
Okay.
and I heard Right Here in My Arms in like CKY 2K or something like that, and then I just fell in love with the band, and I ran to the mall and bought every single. This is like when I was buying the albums out of Hot Topic for like $35-$40.
God, I'm 107 years old. Gene.
right there with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm
I'm
4
like- and
days
it,
older,
like-
remember that.
And like I was just collecting everything I possibly could. Like I just became the biggest Him fan, and yeah, they just literally became the most memorable band. You like when I saw them live in 2005. I still have the ticket stub. I remember just feeling
When
like
you first heard them, had you played guitar yet? You hadn't even played guitar yet.
yeah. Well, it made me basically buy a guitar and start learning their shit. Yeah.
Okay.
And
But
then
when
I-
you
and-
say learning, and you seem like one of those kids that like you just did you have to take a ton of lessons, a few?
no, I play all by sound. That's
That
how,
just drives me insane.
You can tell he's
I mean,
in
that's
that.
I knew it. It doesn't surprise me, but just
No,
let me pick that up. Yeah, was that what you did? Be like, I want to kill you. I want to kill you. That's
And
great.
then my dad bought me a drum set, and then I learned that. And then my dad bought me a keyboard. I learned that, and then I started learning Rush, which you don't
I
like.
don't
but-
love
You'll hurt.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Late.
no, they just like influenced my life huge, like big time. And then I just started growing up, starting to look a little bit like Villa Val, and everyone gets all pissed off.
Right, it's funny because you do. I mean, it almost that first single that I saw. it could almost pass for that. Oh, maybe this is an unreleased version of a hymn song. Almost.
Everyone gets all pissed off. Like it's funny.
It's crazy. It makes no sense.
Yeah, they should be like fucking loving it.
So now, first question: did you ever actually meet Villa or no?
Yes, for only about 2 minutes. I was in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and I got backstage with this girl Whitney, and Bam's Aunt Boof was with me. And we got backstage, and I saw him come off the tour bus, and he came off the tour bus, and then he jumped into like a golf cart with the rest of the band to be carried off to do like some signing or some shit. And I was just like, he looked at me, and I looked at him, and we both knew. Like,
Did you go, Dad?
I should have, but he knew, like, you know, like when we made eye contact, there was something there.
So now you've been working with Bam on and off for a very long time.
Yeah.
How did that actually come about?
I was 17, and I was in high school, and I was like, well, I was working in the studio working on, you know, my album. I was making a love metal album. My thought of a love metal album at the time, which was a kind of like a poppy, rocky type deal. And I was writing it all, performing it all, doing all the drums, doing all of the guitar, you know, doing all that shit. And I was like, I need Bam to hear this. And I was like, if I go out, if I send Bam these albums, they're not going to give a shit. If I fucking drive out there to his house and give Ape and Phil these albums, maybe I got a chance of getting heard.
So you just drove straight to their house?
Yeah. And then we dropped the, CDs off.
From Kenosha.
I came. No. They live in
PA.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, and I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Milwaukee. My bad.
Yeah, and we just made the drive through the night. And,
Were they home?
Yeah, they were home. Yeah, and then Bam Zam Boof answered the door and was just like, "Oh, hello, come in," because somehow I got a hold of April's email. So I sent her an email, and I was like, sorry about saying all the time.
Ums are good.
Yeah, But
Tell you, it wasn't saying that chick on your dick when you fucked it up. She kept on going
Whoa, Gina.
But
He's 9 years old.
he's 11. Do you even listen to the kid? Go on, I'm sorry, buddy.
no, it's all good. But no, I just showed up at their fucking door, and
great.
I can't believe, by the way, I would imagine because they.
Why would you give someone, if you really wanted to get your music heard by anybody, why would you mail it?
I agree with you.
If you want, go for it and fucking give it to
100%,
them.
but I would imagine because they never really hid where he was. I wonder if that happened a lot to them. They showed the house.
Yeah. And then after, like a few months later, I was getting invited to get backstage to CKY in Pennsylvania. I was being flown out and having like the best time ever. And then Bam told me in his basement, he was just like, I want you to do a song called Dance with the Devils by the Pussybats. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I went back to Milwaukee, recorded it, and I sent it to him. He was in Bali, Australia, and he fucking called me, and he was just like, you're coming on tour with me.
That's great.
And then,
That's cool.
I'm like fucking 20 years old,
Yeah.
First thing I do, he's just like flying to Flint, Michigan, and I'm like, all right,
He sent you tickets?
No, I bought the thing.
Okay.
They're like Flint, Michigan, ain't far from
It's
Wisconsin.
easy. Just get in a plane and land on the giant brown spot.
But yeah, basically,
Thank
dude, yeah, it's shitty. It's a terrible.
They had the brown
place.
water for the longest time.
I
Yeah,
get it.
but
I don't need your help.
then I just go to the show and I meet him, at the tour bus, and he's just like jump on the tour bus, and the first thing he does is throw a stripper on top of me, and I'm fucking super young and I don't know how to handle this shit. I've never been.
Gino's 52. He still doesn't have all that shit.
I know how to get rid of the body, but in between, I'm all clueless.
But then me and him just started working on music a lot, and then he put me on his album called The Eavesdroppers, and then he
You
just
weren't those on that other ridiculous. Were you on Fuckface Unstoppable also?
yeah, I was a part of Fuckface Unstoppable.
They had a crazy song called My Bent Dick or something.
Bend my dick to the back of my ass.
Bend my dick to the back of my ass. It's an insane song.
It sounds it.
Yeah, it's really. It's first. It's beautiful.
I want to bend my dick to the back of my ass so I can fuck myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really catchy.
Yeah.
Remember when you go to sleep at night, your grandmother would sing that.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah, she would. She'd sing it in Italian. Cool.
So now you stayed working with Bam for a while.
Yeah, and then I took like a little bit of, a little bit of a break off music for maybe like 2 years. I just kind of like gave up on the shit.
So from like 9 to 11.
Hey, shut the fuck up. But no, I took a couple years off, and I told myself like I was all being like all depressive and shit, sitting in my room just like I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna form the best band ever, and I'm gonna fucking take care of all this shit, and I'm gonna do all this shit. And the first thing I do is do it. And the first thing I do is fucking book the studio, get One Way to Love done, book the music video for like $4,000, get it done, put it out, Bam promotes it, and boom, 80,000 fucking, it went through the roof.
All these places for this song.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we're gonna play this on the end, but you're gonna do it right now. Let's do this because we're about halfway through. I'd like you to do a song live, and this is the one you said is with the dude from him, right?
This is not the one. Well, I can do the one.
Whatever one you want to do. I may have screwed up there. I apologize.
I'm leaving. I mean, do you even try?
I don't.
I mean, I've been drinking all day, but that's my bit.
No. One Way to Love was like the first new one. That's not.
That's one that came out yesterday or 2 days ago?
No, One Way to Love was the first one that like triggered it all.
Okay.
And then the new one, Dead and Beloved, was the last one, but Cinderella Valentine is the new one that's no one.
No one's heard yet.
No one's heard.
So is that the one you're going to do live?
Yeah. That's what we promised.
Okay,
everybody.
good. So that's what I said. And that's not the one you did with Gas Lipstick.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but
I don't know what you said. You just doubted yourself, so I ran with it.
That is what I said.
Titles are wrong.
Okay, whatever.
Mix them up.
All right, so let's do that right now. We're going to have him set up, and he's going to do Never Before Heard
Right.
song from 616.
Yep.
It's going to be Matthew. All right, through the miracle of modern technology, it is Matthew and the band 616, Never Before Heard. The song is Cinderella Valentine. Take it away.
Nothing else matters, nothing matters at all. Stumbling for the endless dream, its own gift of love failed to succeed. Baby, we're shattered, we're so shattered. It's the love no God can erase. Our hearts are bleeding. Baby, we've been dying here all alone. No more home in her arms to warm Valentine's heart turned to stone. We're drenched in the sadness, all the madness, flames burning our love stripped to the bones. And we sold our souls for the fear of being left here all alone. We knew the world would be at fault. We held on through the pain of it all. Then we kissed at last. We closed our eyes, one last breath, only one last kiss. Goodbye, there's nothing left. Till the death, we fell head over evil heels and we'll fall. Our hearts are bleeding. Baby, we're dying here all alone. No more home in our arms, no warm Valentine's heart turned to stone. We're drenched in the sadness, all the madness, flames burning our love stripped to the bones. And we sold our souls for the fear of being left here all alone. And oh, how she's under the someone. She's withering out of hope, and there's nowhere to run no more. And we held hands to make a deal with God, and blessed be blessed by all the unholy love. question the sadness of the madness, flames burning our love stripped to the bones, and we sold our souls for the fear of being left here all alone.
God damn it!
That was great. That was really cool.
It's so like you have such like when I was listening to the music, you know, like I don't want to say you sound older, but you do. You have a gravitas to your voice, if that's the right way to put it. That just, you know, when I showed up and saw the kid, I'm like, is your dad in there? I'm interviewing him
it's
later.
crazy.
It's incredible, like what you bring to that microphone. If that's the way to say
Can I
it.
ask you this question, dude? Do you talk like how old are you? Do you say that, or you don't want to say your age? I'm just curious. If you don't want to, it's fine.
No, I'm 28 years old.
20,
now.
okay, well, you
yeah,
look-
on February
you look
2nd.
even
You
younger.
look younger than that.
Oh no, the way you sing, you're definitely a Capricorn. There's no question. Full circle. Is that the show? Can I go, guys? But I mean, seriously, like
They might have to tune me up a little bit.
That was great. So, you know, it's also I was thinking about when you sing, like, fuck, you sound like Villa. You really do. You know, it's crazy. My question now with this now is that you're doing it, which it's funny. We talked about this with Falling in Reverse, which will come out next week. But you're releasing singles.
Yeah.
Which is the right way to do it these days.
Right. You know, I release a single and I make $12.99 off the fucking single plus $10 shipping.
Wait, on a single you're charging that?
Yeah, and I make that.
Oh, wow. I didn't do so.
so you're not even doing the well, you're doing the download, of course, but you're saying you sell the plastic for whatever it's called nowadays.
Yeah.
And do you sign it? Do you do something like that?
Yeah. Well, I hand sign it and then I give them a hand.
Get closer to the mic, please.
Yeah, I hand sign it and then do a handwritten lyric sheet to make it like special. Each one's special. To
That's brilliant.
I hate to tell you this, but you're a fucking artist.
That's brilliant.
You're an
That is
artist.
Brilliant. That is brilliant.
Like you get into the nuts and bolts and the physical, you know, quality of handing it out. Like people don't do like. There's
but then they're also hand numbered, you know, to like 150, and after that they're
That's
done.
fucking
But you
also
say
brilliant.
it, even the way you say it, like, well, and of course I'm doing this. So you're like, no one does that. What you're doing is
smart.
It shows it's smart, but it shows a love and a passion of what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
you're handing each, you're not like, hey, I wonder, let me check a number. Let me check a number, a magical number in the cloud. Like, all right, here's CD number 17 or whatever, and I'm going to send that to Susan over. And like, that's, God bless you.
Yeah, it's really
that's
cool.
amazing. Good
is
for
there,
you.
Now, my question is when you get the next, like when there's 12 out, are you going to release an album? It's like a limited edition album.
What
as
I
well?
want to do is release a box set, but also release like, you know, your typical album.
You released the
that'll,
box the other
you know,
night.
Yeah.
So
I got that one.
Kid was talking all professional, and I got to shoehorn in a dick joke.
All right, so now,
I'm sorry.
with
kid.
that song that you just did, it is with one of the guys from him.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
okay, so
Because don't they all live in fucking Finland anyway?
yeah. So I got the drummer from him, and within 24 hours, it was pretty crazy because the song I just sang to you, even though I fucked a few notes up here and there, but whatever.
That's live radio.
Yeah,
Live podcasting. What do
that's
you
fine.
It's better than
but
that was great.
So I have a manager named Charlie Erasmus. Okay, and so he comes to me after Bam posts my music video, after, you know, Bam posted the One Way to Love video to his shit, and it went fucking bonkers, and everyone was talking shit. He was like, I need this motherfucker, you know? So we start talking, and he starts showing me, like all the work he's done, everything, you know, and yada, yada, yada. He's just like, well, we should get you gas lipstick. And I was like, how the fuck are you can do that? And then he pulled it off. He like overnight, and we... we sent gas lipstick Cinderella Valentine, and he heard it, and he was just like, gas lipstick has never been okay with being featured on one song besides mine.
Wow, that's weird. He's never done it.
He's like, Lady Gaga offered me to fucking do shit. I wouldn't do it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
cool, though. That's
Yeah,
good. So
and he's just
I
like-
forget sometimes also because in the modern world, you could just digitally send him the track. It's not like he had to fly here. He recorded.
No, he didn't fly here.
Yeah.
We had him record out in legendary Finvox Studios where him records, and then send the tracks back here to Milwaukee, and then I had him sent to L.A.
and you mixed it there. That's cool. I forget sometimes you could do that kind of shit in the modern world, Gino. I'm old.
I know. It's this rock
Like
and roll.
I made an American mix of the song, and I made a European mix.
I would imagine that
The guy who did Razorblade Romance did the European mix, and the guy who did Dark Light did the American.
Do you know if Villa? Did you? I guess you could ask guests. Has he heard any of your stuff? Do you know?
He knows who I am because I've been. I think he.
Could you
knows
send
that.
him dick pics like Shannon does?
No,
Hopefully
no,
better ones.
No. I respect Villa. Like I would never, fuck with the guy or anything.
He's, by the way, royalty in Finland. It's fucking crazy.
He is royalty in Finland. Yeah, but he's also royalty to me as well.
Yeah.
It's no different than me fucking with Bam. I would never do that. You know.
He was almost coming in this week. Bam almost came in with him. That would have been cool shit.
Well, for him to say he's coming and not show, that would have been.
That would have been cooler. Yeah.
That's the rock and roll.
I don't think he was ever at the point where he was definitely coming, but there was a maybe in there for a few minutes.
Still nice.
He's a cool dude.
I was trying to get him to come in, but
he lives not that far away, right?
It's like 2 hours away.
Okay. Oh, that's far. I didn't realize it was that far.
He's inwards of Penn. He's not in Philly. You think PA, you think Philly, but he's
Westchester.
he's in Westchester.
Oh, that's not 2 hours.
So he is in Philly. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 hours. Not even.
Westchester, not Westchester. Westchester's not in Philly. Westchester's in New York.
Yeah, two words, Westchester.
Chester.
And not Newark. There's a Newark in Delaware and a Newark in New Jersey.
Is that true?
Yeah. I went
Now
to
that you're
school,
making
college.
things up.
I went to college at University of Delaware in Newark, Delaware.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. When
awesome
you were
because I
sperm,
know
it was great, kid. I was in college.
I think you're just making things up, Gino.
I believe him.
Yeah.
All right, now a couple
You
of
have
the
to
quick
go
things I
across
want to get
the
to.
bridge.
Your symbol is kind of like him inspired as well, right?
Yeah.
So is there some way, Shannon, do you have it? No, but probably not, but explain the symbol a little bit.
Everyone's asked this question, and
Okay.
I will not answer it.
You're not going to explain it.
I won't.
Do you have it? You're saying you're going to get it tattooed on your schwanz, though.
Well, no, like it's already, tattooed on my arm. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was the first one to get it tattooed, and then people started getting it tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you flip it upside down, it says my last name.
Oh, really?
Yep. So yeah, there's the shadow given away.
That's cool. I like that.
But it's that's why we cut off the tips of the trident.
By the way, we're Jewish. We cut off the tips also.
This guy.
Hello. All right, so now... gotta have
That's
real
a
throat
big
problem.
giveaway. Yeah. Flip it over, and then you could spell my fucking last name.
I don't think we have that kind of technology here.
Stand on you. I'll flip the TV.
So now the logical thing for you, I would imagine, I don't know if this is in the works, touring Finland.
Yeah,
would make
that's
sense.
that's 110% can happen.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, because my manager, he lives there, and he works with Flat Earth over there, and now my bandmates, they're from actually Costa Rica.
Really?
They're coming here in March, and then I'm working with them, and then we're going over there to do the tour. That's what's going to be
Stupid
happening.
question.
I shouldn't even be talking about
That's
this
right.
shit.
Stupid question is this.
Keep that streak alive, Ralph.
Do you do any hymn covers ever or no?
Yes, I do. I mean, well, I have, and they're recorded, and like Bam is on vocals with me. I did one, and it was called "For You" by him. I did one, and it's professionally recorded, but it never came out, and I'll never let it see the light.
But
of day.
when you live, you don't do them.
Fuck no.
Oh, whoa.
No.
Wow. Putting on some heat.
No.
Don't ask him about hymn covers, Gino. Gino, X-nay on the hymn covers, hey.
Gotta call shit, Ralph. I don't.
You want to be careful. You got to be careful. All right, so let's do this. We're already almost done with the show. We're going to have to do the first, get our plugs in, and wrap up the show.
Of course.
But before we do, a couple of last questions here. Like now we know you potentially touring Finland, right?
Yeah.
Is there any shows booked in New York? I mean, not New York, sorry, United States.
To be honest, I think probably the only show we will do in the United States might be in Milwaukee, and I talked about it. I was like, it will be a VIP show where only 100 people can come, and they have to buy a laminate to fucking get into the show.
Right. I mean,
And they
that's
have
smart.
to-
By the way, all
and they
that
have
shit-
and they have to dress classy to get the fuck into the show.
Well, now I can't get in.
Thong,
Okay.
halter,
So-
top, Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon,
but
class it up, Shannon.
that's my idea. But to be honest, I think we're going to be overseas right away.
Right, I mean, that makes sense. That really is cool as shit. All right, so let's do this. First, we're going to play the first Shannon, and then we'll do the plugs.
The first time ever I saw concert, did drugs, had sex,
You know what's funny is that I legitimately thought he was like 23.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I was going to ask him first time he had sex, like way back in 2016,
First time Thursday. What?
my first concert was way.
Well, that's a compliment because, you know.
Well, it's good. It means that you're living a good life, my friend. All right. So the name of the show is SDR, Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. We always end with.
Oh.
Damn it! Let me try again. There
Got
we
it.
go.
You got it.
Your first experience with all three. We start with concert. What is the first concert you ever saw? But not some local band, a band that people are going to know.
Him.
This is the first concert you ever went to?
Yep, him. My dad didn't
That's
want me to
incredible.
go. I was 14, and yeah, it was him.
But so not the one you met him at. That was a different.
No, it was it was a different one. It was the very first concert. It was on the Dark Light tour in 2005.
With Dark Light, was that the one that had Wait, that's the one that had fucking Sacrament on it. I think so.
It's the one that
Not
Skindred was on tour with him and
love
some
Skindred.
other fucking band. I don't know.
But that's cool. So and at that point, you
My-
were already a fan.
Yeah, I was a huge fan, and I was like the first person. Like I waited outside the doors, like at like I don't know, like 6 a.m. just to fucking get in to be like the first people at the front gate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's cool. I mean, it's funny that
and I was like 14.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Him really, by the way, I don't people in the States, I don't think realize how important they were globally. They have their term love metal, which is a genre basically they created.
Right.
And then their symbol, which is called a heartogram, which looks like a pentagram but with a heart in it. I have seen fucking everywhere. I even have a fucking hat with it on that I didn't get at a him show. Like it just their marketing was unbelievable. Him. Like I don't think people realize how in this country how big they were. Because they weren't super big here after rip out of the week. There it is, heartogram.
Yep.
Very good.
Oh my God.
You've seen that around.
Bam.
Yeah, well, bam, like right, but everywhere.
That's how I know it.
yeah,
You know, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
and that came from the band him.
Take a guess how many I have on me.
I'm gonna say 6.
4.
Keep going.
More heartogram tattooed.
Yeah, I got I think 12 because
12?
I tattooed my foot like
One on
By
each.
myself.
You have 12 heartogram tattoos on you?
I think around that maybe 11.
That's fucking bizarre. How many do you have? Do you know? Like 6?
Heartograms?
Yeah, like 6.
But they're not like legitimate, you know.
What's the biggest one?
The one on the back of my arm.
Okay,
yeah.
that's crazy. If you meet him, like to have a sit down with Villa, are you gonna shit yourself?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure.
No, because we're all fucking normal fucking people. I guess.
I'm not normal at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
I shit myself right now, and I didn't even meet Villa.
Yeah, but you know, like, there's no reason for me to shit myself over, you know.
What if Villa calls you and says, "Hey, I want to record a song with you"?
Yeah, then I'd shit myself.
I just wanna see what level
yeah,
we're gonna
but,
have to
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, but that'll never happen. So.
Don't be so sure. You never know.
I
Don't put it out in the universe. All right, now, first drug you ever did, ideally not pot.
Weed.
Yeah, but have you done anything after that, or that's the only drug you ever did?
Cocaine.
You have done cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you?
I think 18.
I was going to say 8. I was so excited. 8?
Done my 3rd grade test.
18.
Matching done.
And how'd you get a hold of it in Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
My friends used to like doing the shit. So actually, no, I lied. I lied. No, my first. I can't. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know if I did it with one other or the other, but my friends just used to have it.
Did you
all the
love
time.
cocaine? Did you love it, or was it a one-time thing?
It was basically like one-time things. Like it'd be around for one night, and then it would be gone for like 30 days.
Okay, that's not-
and then
Didn't control his life, Gino.
It's like a new moon.
No, I never had like a drug problem.
Okay, and now the first time
I
you
don't
had-
either. It just shows up. That wasn't a problem.
Hey, what? What about the first time you had sex?
First time, I was 14, and it was in my girlfriend's backyard. Her name
That's
was
fucking
Jessica.
young as shit.
Yeah, her
That
name
is
was-
young. God bless you.
I don't give a fuck. I want to bang.
Was it
out.
at a hymn concert? Because same year.
But dude, she did learn every single hymn song, lyric by lyric, just for me. Like that was.
No
rad.
wonder you threw the old heave ho.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, but no, it was just like in her backyard in the bushes, like type deal. We used to lay out of blankets every single night.
But where did you guys do it?
In the bushes.
No, I'm saying you gave it to her in the backyard in her bushes.
He meant anal sex. Is what
Oh
he was saying.
no, I never.
Matthew, that was an anal sex joke.
It wasn't a good one, but it was a joke nonetheless.
I never-
Matthew, backyard was the asshole.
All right, it stunk. I get it. I'm sorry, Matthew.
So was that a girl that you started dating for a while, or was it just the bushes in the backyard?
It was a girl that I dated for a very long time. If she hears this, she's gonna be fucking pissed.
Okay, good. Let's send it to her. That'd be awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do the plugs around the room. We'll start with you, sir. The website and everything else you want to plug.
Yeah, you can follow my band on Instagram. It's 616_official. You can go to Facebook, 616official. You can go to, I don't even think we have a fucking Twitter.
And you don't have a website either, right?
No, we don't have a website. That's
hilarious.
That's right.
And
That's the way it should
like,
be
as long
nowadays.
as you just go to our Instagram, 616_official and hit the link tree,
It takes you
Yeah,
to
everything.
I
takes you
did.
to
that, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I like the way he says official.
Because I was trying to remember. I texted you. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Is there any backstory?" And I got the email, but I went to the Instagram. I'm like, "Oh, this always," and I hit it. I'm like, "This is all you need in this
Yeah,
day and age."
these-
Like,
it seems
and
silly.
it's exactly how he says. It's like, I don't need a website.
Yeah,
You
what do
click
you-
on this,
listen-
you can listen to any song of mine. You can get any merch of mine with that
everything.
one
Right.
little thing.
It's like,
yeah.
listen, Grandpa, I don't
Yeah.
have a fucking website.
Go to my website. You'll be like, "What is this
Right.
horse shit?"
Yeah, I bet you that I've said this many years ago that websites will go away at some point
Yeah.
because you won't need it. You just go to the Facebook page, go to the Instagram. What do you need a fucking website
Yeah.
for?
said the
I
same
don't
thing about
know. I
reality
don't know what
TV.
people even care about anymore because I know there's like that TikTok shit.
Yeah.
And what do
I don't. haven't
I
joined
never
it.
did. I never did it.
You can't like already. Snapchat's numbers are on the decline. So
I didn't even know Snapchat is Foursquare still a thing.
I don't even do
Foursquare still
Snapchat.
exists.
Didn't know that.
And also, what's the other one? Pinterest is still exists, but Pinterest.
Are those for people who are so fucking boring that they can't that they have to fucking like
well, Pinterest is for the ladies.
It is.
Pinterest?
It's big for the ladies. Yeah, big. But they can't figure out. I just did watched the whole story. They can't figure out how to make money. They're having problems.
Pinterest.
Pinterest cannot monetize.
That's a shame.
Having a problem.
That's a shame.
Okay, now let's. So everywhere, Instagram is probably the main one to go to, right? So that really
Yeah, if you're
and
gonna hit
Spotify.
something, yeah, and that in Spotify, and our Spotify, just look up the number 616, and there we are.
There's another band, by the way, has a Facebook page called 616. That like,
That's okay, but we're blowing them out.
yeah, they don't have no
So-
followers.
They're
Yeah.
not.
You, Gino, let's hit your phone.
Yeah, just follow Gino Bisconti. Go to my website. Yeah, Diamond Eugene 1D. That is how you spell it, right? Oh, and next week, I don't know if you know this, I'll be on the SDR podcast.
Oh yeah, for
I
the,
do it every week with the
Falling
good
in
guy.
reverse, two in a
I do it
row,
with the good
a
guys.
double shot of
There you go,
Gino.
boom. Yeah, that's it. And I'll be, just listening to 616 all weekend.
I told Shannon for next week to make a logo that says double shot of Gino. It's like 2 coffee shots of Gino.
Oh, I like it.
right,
Why
Shannon.
wouldn't it be 2 shots of Jameson?
Go fuck yourself. All right, Shannon.
Listen to my podcast. The Thing Is Ding on Gas Digital. We talk about bad dates, fighting, and ghosts. And check Ralph on the show.
I can't wait for that. You should hear.
Oh my god,
some of
I
my
want to talk
questions.
about
Yeah.
the fucking ghost stories.
Oh,
I
you
have,
could come
man,
back and do
dude.
Shannon show next time you're in town.
Shit, man.
You had a lot of ghost stories? Shannon, I'm
you
sorry.
have not a clue about the shit.
Like, you mean
I-
where you live or in Finland?
Get on the mic. Shannon, look at his eyes when he talks about
You
ghosts.
have not a clue what the fuck I've seen and heard. Like I've legitimately went
Where?
and I used to go ghost hunting a lot,
Oh my God, Shannon.
and like
You know why you had to stop ghost hunting, Shannon? All the fights.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's funny, but like I legitimately heard a fucking demon growl in front of me with my friends walking through a fucking cemetery, and it pulled the fucking shoelaces, and it scared the fucking shit out of me, actually making me realize that holy fuck, something does exist.
You got to go do Shannon's show.
It scared
Shannon
the
would
fucking
love those
shit
stories.
out of me.
That's great.
Shannon believes in ghosts vehemently.
I don't know about that.
Well-
I like to hear stories.
Well,
like
every
your
time,
story.
every
Vehemently's
every
right
time
there.
I've been in the hospital, I always felt something sit on the edge of my bed, and I know exactly who it is. It's my
Did it end
grandma.
up, whatever it was, did it end up getting in your backdoor bushes? Is that what it was?
He did it in the backyard bushes.
No, but I'm serious, man. Like I've had some wicked.
You just made
shit
Shannon
happen.
very happy. All right, what about you, Frank?
You can watch Broad Topics every Thursday night at 9:30 on Gas Digital Network, and it's available on Monday.
You
Everywhere.
speak so properly.
He's proper then.
On the Gas Digital Network. Such an enunciator. All right, let's do this. Round of applause for Matthew for 616. Yes.
Into your
Thank
plugs
you.
now.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do my plugs really quickly. Follow me over at I Am Ralph Sutton. I'm going to be on my other show, Sherpa and the Schmuck. It comes out every Monday.
I keep forgetting you do that.
Yeah. And then it's every Monday, right, Brian? It comes out, I believe, every Monday. And I'll be again on Bill Schultz, who has me on all the time. Gino doesn't have me on a show.
We always love having you on.
Never have me on your show.
Can I give a last thanks?
Of course.
I would like to thank Bam Margera, Villavallo, the guys from him. My girl,
He's kidding.
No, I'm serious. I'd like to thank the guys from him, mostly Gas Lipstick, for helping me out. Charlie Erasmus, my manager. Well, obviously, sitting here with you, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's done research also, Gino.
Yeah,
He's watched shows.
Yeah.
He knows who we are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
But I would really just like to thank everybody who has been supporting the band this whole time and listening to this, because if you made it to the end of this show, I don't know if you still respect me anymore.
Oh, they don't respect me.
They think you're even cooler now.
At the SDRshow.com/playlist, we add a song every week. We are going to do.
I don't know if Ralph show if I can live on.
We'll see. You already hit the pinnacle. Let's play it, and we'll see you next week with what the fuck is his name? God damn it, Ronnie Radke, Falling in Reverse. We'll see you next week on the SDR Show.
Under the warmest hearts, rising creeps so deep and cold, 6 feet under the stars. Now to beg and plead and wish to know why you threw it away. For a taste of lust and blood that killed it all, drove us insane. My baby, it's a sacrifice that we made. Can you feel my pain? Love and behind so tight. Can you feel the rain down your eyes and onto your shoulder?
You've been listening to the SDR Show.